Hey, Hammerhead Sports Production, doing another video. And again, please subscribe to my channel. I could really use the help right now. Trying to get up there with some of the big guys and make my mark. So anyway, Earl Thomas, Pro Bowl safety, cut after 1 year, and after he was signed to one of the biggest contracts a safety has ever gotten in NFL history. To be cut after 1 year, you had to have done some really bad stuff to make them want to eat up that dead contract. But we'll get into that also later. They signed him to that big contract, and my first reaction to them cutting Earl Thomas was like, what the frick are you doing? Like, this is the Baltimore Ravens. You do not make dumb decisions. And now we're starting to hear stuff, and this is why I've waited to do this video, and I've waited and waited to hear some stuff, and there might be stuff coming. I'm not sure about that, but I figured, okay, let's just do the video now so I can get my thoughts out there. So what happened was that we know of right now, he and I believe his name was Chuck Clark. Chuck Clark, him and Clark got into an altercation, and it ended with Earl punching him in the face, and then Ravens ordered him to leave the premises, leave the facilities, and go back home. And I think about 4 or 5 days after that, or maybe a week, don't quote me on that, Earl was cut by the Baltimore Ravens, and now the Baltimore Ravens are trying to escape them having the fact to pay him all that dead money, and the fact that they're saying that it was conduct detrimental to the team. And I was watching Skip and Shanahan on TV just the other day, and Skip was saying, look, Skip, for them to say conduct detrimental to the team means that there had to have been multiple incidences leading up to this, like with Antonio Brown, multiple incidences to where they were forced to cut him, and they used that so they wouldn't have to eat up all that dead cap in his big contract. If there have been many incidences leading up to this, they've done a really good job not allowing it to get out there in the media and everything. But if there were incidences, then we're eventually going to find out. And whether this will affect him getting signed by another team is yet to be determined. We've heard multiple sources say that the Cowboys aren't interested, but the Cowboys should sign him. Maybe the Cowboys, anybody would love to have him since he was just coming off one of his best seasons, a Pro Bowl season, and he's still relatively in his prime. I'd love to have him, but he probably wants top safety money again. But who would want to pay him top safety money after he just got cut? After being one of the top highest paid safeties in the league. That's like red flag, red flag, red flag. It's really a tough situation in terms of that. So whether Earl plays this year, who knows? The season's almost here. There's no there's no preseason games. You can still practice, but to have to learn a whole new system in like a few weeks is really hard. Take my word for it. The top places I see him going to are definitely one, Dallas. They could. Jerry's. I've heard that he's enamored with the guy, and then another place I could see him maybe going to is maybe Green Bay. They could use some help in the secondary. And my third is probably Carolina. I want to say Carolina or the Saints. All those teams could really use some safety help. All could have some cap space, I believe, and they could all. He could bring some veteran presence, barring that there aren't multiple incidences that are going to basically leading him to being blackballed out of the season this year, or if he'll ever play again. Who knows if we could be seeing the end of Earl Thomas's career? Who knows? This could have maybe theoretically ended his career, but we don't know that yet. But I'm just saying that that's a possibility. I hope that's not the problem. That's going to happen. And just see how it goes. And I'm a big Earl Thomas fan, and I just hope that he hasn't turned into a big diva and now is going to destroy his career, because he's definitely one of the great safeties of this decade and might turn into one of the greatest safeties of all time. So what happens, what happens. So again, please subscribe to my channel, Hammerhead Sports Production, and help me get up there with the big boys. And hope you enjoyed the video.